Peace and love. First of all, I'd like to thank Dread OG for this video that you're about to watch. This is the type of stuff that you need to be aware of. I know that it's not easy to grasp, and I know that it's some really disturbing stuff. But we can't sweep these things under the rug. We have to be focused and we have to pay attention. We have to be attentive. And we all have to raise our awareness to what's really going on. It doesn't matter what's going on around us. I want you all to understand that. Because in the end, we win, and this is truth.
Actually die when we die according to the CIA? Let's talk about it a little bit, because for the past about 2 years now, my hyperfixation / special interest has been
I see the way I'm lining them up, man. Smash that like button.
Government / military psyops and FOIA logs and all kind of declassified CIA information. Besties, when I tell y'all the more you read, the weirder this fucking universe gets, and the more things don't make sense but also simultaneously make sense, especially if you're energetically attuned and or at all in the sense of the word woo-woo. It makes so much more sense, but it also leaves me with like a billion more questions. So let's just read this fun little snippet and talk about it, because I want to keep this a little 3-minute snippet. Since memory is a function of consciousness and therefore enjoys the same eternal character as the consciousness which accounts for its existence, it must be admitted that when consciousness returns to the absolute, aka the energy of everything that is, it brings with it all the memories it has accumulated through experience in reality. The return of consciousness to the absolute does not imply an extinction of the separate entity which the consciousness organized and sustained in reality. Rather, it suggests a differentiated consciousness which merges with and participates in the universal consciousness and infinity of the absolute, without losing the separate identity and accumulated self-knowledge which its memories confer upon. So when you die, your consciousness just becomes part of the collective universal consciousness, but you retain all of your memories and all of the things that happened throughout your life. It also talks about how we're telepathic, how our brains bounce whenever our heart and our brain are attuned. It also talks about how our breathing and stuff being attuned makes our brains and our hearts basically complete a self-sustaining pleasure feedback loop, and if that gets disturbed, it basically puts us in fight or flight, survival, scarcity, lack mindset, which is where most of us are being forced at right now.